Greetings. I come to you live from a place with my Alice in Wonderland mug. Not even a stan, I just think it's incredible. Filled with a monstrosity of a beverage, half of this morning's chai tea, and it's like 2 p.m. now, and half fruit punch, because I like to mix it up like that. And I also come to you, this is probably the most exciting part about this video, I come to you with my new lamp. This beautiful, gorgeous creature. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace and it was a wrap. I needed a new lamp and this is just literal perfection. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna elaborate, but I love it and I'm so excited. But me and my new lamp are coming to you with breaking news, and the breaking news is a new journal entry. And this one was written yesterday morning. So yesterday was February 3rd. So let's have a gander. Let's have a little read. Right. Okay, so this one is a bit longer than the last one, and because it was more for myself as I began writing it, there's not like a formal intro or anything. So yeah, let's just read it. Oh, actually, it was about being present. So there's the little primer before we hop on in. By being present, I release the idea of should. There is no should, there only is what is. And I put should in quotations. The concept of should serves one purpose, and it's to create shame. All emotions are messengers, and shame carries the message that we are comparing ourselves to others. Before each of our lives, we, and by we, I mean our souls, forged a soul contract, a blueprint. We decided what our lives would be, who our parents would be, what our interests would be, down to the exact star alignment above us as we entered the world, in my opinion. And we also chose the lessons we would learn. The futility of comparison is clear when we remember that other people chose other lessons to learn, and therefore, what's right for another person, their means of abundance, what comes easily to them, and what is challenging for them is unique to their soul. Their capacities, their interests, what they enjoy doing, we can't compare ourselves to them. It would be like comparing the growth of a flower to a tree. If the flower is only worried about size, she forgets that she has pollen that nourishes the tummies, this is how I think it works, of bees. We cannot compare one journey to another. Other people have had utterly different upbringings, traumas, and relationships. Through their experiences, and perhaps from birth, they have a different disposition and different strengths. We cannot try to be someone else. We cannot live life based on ideas of how we should be living life, because to do so is to essentially erase all of our previous life experiences. It's to position ourselves as if we are at exactly the same position that another person is at, a person who has lived a completely different life. What do you actually want? And what actually, truly, really feels right? I know it's challenging to think about this because of how deep our societal conditioning goes, especially the impact of growing up your whole life, if you're someone like me, under capitalism. But just for a second, I want you to dream. I want you to close your eyes and connect to what truly makes your heart happy. I want you to release capitalism as a given And while you're at it, release everything you've ever been told that you're supposed to want. This could be a romantic relationship, certain types of friends, beauty, perfection, a certain type of career, and a certain type of home, to list a few. And maybe you do actually want some of these things, and that's great, because you're choosing that with your heart. Someone else isn't choosing for you. You're releasing fear as a deciding factor. Just dream. Let yourself choose what you actually want. And when you open your eyes, yes, we're still on Earth. Yes, it's still 2024, and the United States, if you also live here, is a white supremacist, patriarchal, capitalist society. It can be painful to know what we want and to not immediately have access. Many people choose to live their lives closed off to this part of themselves because of how enormously painful it really can be. But let your heart break if this is necessary, and tell yourself that you deserve the life you want, that you deserve to be rewarded by the universe, to have abundance when you follow your heart. There's a car outside. That you shouldn't ever have to do anything that doesn't feel right, that compromises your well-being in order to be abundant. This is not delusion. This is your fighting instinct. This is you allowing yourself to admit that you deserve things that you've been told, either directly or indirectly, that you don't deserve. Wait. I hope that made sense. You know, there's always a different cadence when you're writing. Basically, there are things that we've been told we don't deserve, and this is you allowing yourself to admit that you actually do deserve those things without this laundry list of conditions, without sacrificing your heart and your well-being, namely abundance. Because I think this is something a lot of us deal with, where we deserve abundance, right? And we shouldn't have to do things that make us miserable in order to have abundance. I'll continue now. This is you, this is us saying no, saying this is not right. I look around and I see everyone else doing this, but I don't want to. I don't need other people to do what I want to do because I've connected to my heart, to my inner child, and she told me, I don't like this. I trust her and I listen to her, and her word is enough. She knows what's right for me, what's right for us, because she's lived my whole life with me. No one else has more wisdom. No one else knows better than her about what is best for me and what's going to make us happy. I refuse and I release the idea that we came to Earth, that we chose this life just to suffer. Suffering is like putting your hand on a hot burner on a stove. Ouch. Yeah, it's supposed to hurt. But you're not supposed to leave your hand there forever. To forever be in pain and become numb to the pain and have your body deteriorate before your conscious eyes, no. Suffering is a message that something is wrong, that something needs attending to. The suffering is meant to be temporary. It's meant to teach us. We are not supposed to put our bare flesh over an open flame. Cool, lesson learned. Next one is how we're supposed to approach it. When you split yourself from your heart, from your desire, and all your emotions for that matter, you don't allow yourself to admit that you're even suffering in the first place, that you shouldn't be suffering, and that you deserve to not suffer. I look around and I see everyone with their hands on a hot burner. We can take our hands off. We can take our hands off forever, and we deserve to take our hands off. If no one around you is denormalizing suffering or is rejecting the idea of suffering as a given, do it yourself. If no one else is saying, this doesn't feel right, It could indeed be that it feels right to them. Or they could just be scared to be the first person to say so when they look around them and see everyone else appears to be okay with the way things are. Either way, it doesn't matter. Because if it doesn't feel right to you, that is enough. You are the only person who needs to validate you. You know what's best for you. Allow yourself to honor your needs, your desires, and your wishes. And when you do, you honor that little child within you.